my appearance. I am hungover as shit. Okay. Dear sweet baby Jesus, I will never drink again. I had way too much wine last night. Albeit it was like really good wine, but yeah, mama's definitely feeling it today. But we're gonna power through. Appearances aside, and we're gonna try to get through this reading. I made myself throw up like 5 times already this morning, so yeah. But anyway, the intuitive message that I got for Scorpios for the month of May 2026 is the silence is deafening. So I don't know if you're going silent on people or if someone has gone silent on you, or you are supposed to be hearing back from someone regarding, perhaps business or some type of support and or help, and your calls are going unanswered. Your texts are going unanswered. Somebody could have left someone on red. So this is a situation where Scorpio, someone's ringing your phone, ringing it down, 1 minute, and telling you how they want to be with you, or how they're going to be there, or how they can help you with this, or how they can help you with that. And yes, no problem. Of course we can help. Of course we can help you out. And now it's time to kind of like put up and everything. And all these people who said, or who were rushing, in to save you, or who said that they loved you, or, said that they could help you, they're nowhere to be fucking found now. So that could be a big issue for you this month. Likewise, Scorpio, I'm also getting, the energy. I can show them better than I can tell them type of energy as well. So good morning to whoever's on here. I can show you better than I can tell you. So this is, kind of a situation or a month where the energy is going to be like, okay, cool. You know what I mean? Like I've tried to explain it to you. I've tried to tell you. You're just obviously not getting it. So now let me show you. So this could be a situation where, you were dealing with someone, whether it be romantically, professionally, whatever. And, all they saw was the supportive side of you, Scorpio. All they saw was that, hey, mama. I'm so hungover. Oh, my goodness. It wasn't uploaded in the live, the Virgo? Okay, I'm going to have to check that out because I sure did, Virgo. I promise you I did. But as soon as I'm done with this, I'll check it out. But thank you for joining me so early in the morning, because I'm telling you, mama's over here struggling. I'm struggling. But, this is a situation where you could have told someone, like, listen, or not told someone, but like how you first date people, or like, when you are in love or smitten or, enamored of someone and everything, they get the best of you. They get the loving side of you. They get, they get all that is good about you because, you're into this person. It could be like, okay, you know what I mean? Like somebody could have been taking that for granted, or someone could, not have appreciated the extra lengths or the extra attention that you're giving to them, or the fact that, like somebody didn't believe they had it good with you. So it's kind of like, okay, you know what I'm saying? You're going to fuck around and find out. And so this could be the month where you basically show, the other side of you. Like, and I don't know, you could be dealing with the Sagittarius, because the Sagittarius, that's kind of like the energy that came up in the Sagittarius reading is, you've been so nice, you've been so nurturing, you've been so caring, you've been so loving, no matter how many times somebody fucks up, you take them back, or you're understanding, or you're willing to compromise. You're so patient, you're so this, you're so that, until the other person believes that that's just who you are, and they can just walk all over you like that. And you are basically going to have to show the other side of you. That Scorpio side, that don't give a fuck side, that, okay, like catch me while I care side, you know what I mean? And so somebody is going to be receiving that energy from you, Or, likewise, you could be receiving this energy from somebody, from someone else. Like you took this person for granted. You thought maybe you had them wrapped more than you did, or you thought that they were into you more than they were, or you thought that they would be your sucker forever. They would, be your emotional whipping post, or they would whatever. And somebody has had enough, and somebody's basically flipping a switch on the inside like, okay, I'm done. And so now this is what you get. You didn't appreciate the me that was loving and nurturing and caring and, worried about if you took your vitamins today, or worried about if, what the doctor said. Did you make your doctor's appointment? Don't forget to, eat. People didn't appreciate that. So now you're going to give them the don't give a fuck side that Scorpios have. Like, either Scorpios care, and when a Scorpio cares, a Scorpio tends to care. When a Scorpio loves somebody, that is an all-encompassing love. We love you from the rooter to the tutor, poor, rich, sick, healthy, whatever. When a Scorpio loves, a Scorpio loves. Likewise, when a Scorpio doesn't love anymore, a Scorpio don't give a fuck. It's beyond. You see, you were right last time. Okay. Ooh. Oh, yes, you can, baby. You can. Would you even want that nigga to, I'm sorry, would you even want him to reach out to you at that point? But yes, you can. I will definitely answer, babes, for sure. But, this is like, we care, and then when we care, we often get treated as doormats because you care so much, okay? Until you don't care. And it's a very dramatic difference. We don't care if you go to the doctor. I don't give a fuck if you take your vitamins. I wouldn't give a shit if you didn't wake up this morning. Because when I don't care, I don't care. Not caring and being like, done, that's two different things. Not caring is beyond done. Like, I'm so done until you don't even exist anymore. I don't need to look at you, talk to you, I never knew you. And I'm cold with that right there when I'm finally done with somebody. So for the month of May, Scorpio, you're going to have to show somebody that side. I don't know why I'm just hearing the Samuel L. Jackson side, whatever that means, but you're going to have to show somebody that side. And unfortunately, that's when you get to that point where you don't give a fuck like that, you never will again. So basically, somebody lost you, all right? And somebody is going to feel that loss. Somebody is going to feel that energy being removed from them because it's going to be so drastic, so fast, so hardcore. Like, somebody's going to feel it. You're about to have to let somebody know that who you are, Scorpio, okay? Motherfuckers thought shit was easy. It was sweet around here. You could just say anything. You could just do anything. You know what I'm saying? You ain't give a fuck. You just say anything, do anything, because you just figured Scorpio was going to always be there. And Scorpios do have a tendency to stick to a situation, even to their detriment. Like, it's not in a Scorpio to walk away. If a Scorpio walks away, that means that situation, they've come to the conclusion that situation is not salvageable, or you're not worth it, or they've learned something, but a Scorpio, if it's worth saving, a Scorpio is going to try with their whole heart and soul to save it. All right. Hey, Maureen, you couldn't be so done. I'm trying to tell you, when Scorpios are done, people feel it. And what I've learned and what I've experienced is I am so loving and so nurturing and so caring that oftentimes towards the end of a relationship, I'm the doormat because you keep sticking it out. You keep sticking it out, hoping that, this motherfucker's going to finally understand and get it right. And then when I finally say, you know what, I'm done. I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to see you. It hurts too much. I don't think people really understand that about Scorpios. People take that as just being cold and aloof. No, it's we feel so deeply. And when we go through a situation like that, sometimes things hurt so bad that it's just easier to act like they don't exist, at least for me. And when I'm done, I don't even want to see you. I will go out of my way to make sure that our paths never cross. So, you know, like if I burn a bridge, that bridge was meant to be burnt. And I'm not going to lose a wink of sleep behind it. Not a wink. All right, what came out? Office flirt. Fighting. Somebody's always looking for a fight. Drinking and driving. Hard working, focused. Somebody also could want to be left alone. That could be you. All right. So basically, and someone wants to help, sincere, honest. So basically, what I just said. All right. So we have office romance. Somebody wants to fight in reverse. Drinking and driving. Hard work, focused. Somebody wants to be left alone, just let it cool down in the reverse. And somebody is just happy to be here in the reverse. And I shouldn't take all of these because it is a lot. And I'm honestly probably going to reshuffle because these are a lot. However, since they came out at first glance. Somebody could have got caught cheating. And however you define cheating, whether it be phone conversations, you know, somebody could have been having an emotional affair. You could be dealing with the cancer because cancer is good for that shit. Somebody could also be Asian American. Somebody could also be Blasian. But somebody, you know, could have got caught doing or, you know, saying basically cheating. Okay. And this is you and right here, Scorpio. I'm not fighting. I'm done. You're not arguing. You're not fighting. You don't want to talk about it. It's done. Okay. So this is giving me energy where you've had problems with your person before about the same thing. You could have even possibly had problems about the same person in the past. So it's like, this is beyond cheating. This is a betrayal. That's the reason why you're not fighting. Scorpios, we can deal with somebody who cheats. You know what I'm saying? If we really love this person. What we can deal with is betrayal. So I'm getting an energy where you told somebody, if I find out that you're talking to this person, you have anything to do with this person, if I find out that you are doing whatever, X, Y, and Z, is over, it's done, because you've already gone through this with this person before, and you've reached your limit. Out after work and have drinks, or somebody is always late coming home from work, or maybe not always, but there'll be some nights where, like, usually if this person is home in like 5:36, they won't get back until like 7:38. So they was at the gym. Somebody could work out. Somebody could have a gym membership. They were at the gym, is what they're saying. Somebody basically hook up with their person and they ride around in a car, or they sit in the car and they talk and drink and just have conversation. So this is like, could be where they can just sit in a parking lot and talk. But they definitely hang out. And whoever this person is, the third party, they're not about anything. Okay, this is somebody who low class. Definitely not, you know, on your level. This could be somebody who is, first of all, whoever this person is, she's a hoe anyway. So she'll sleep around with anybody. So, you know, not really, she's pretty. She could be younger. But this is somebody who eventually will make her rounds. They could work in the same department. same floor. I'm hearing like billing or like coding, like it could be like a hospital, like somebody could be like a medical coder or something like that. Also, somebody sends, and you could have gone through your person's phone and saw where they were texting somebody as well. Somebody was sending somebody selfies or pics. If I'm not looking at the camera, I'm looking at the card, you all. Somebody was sending somebody selfies or pics to your person's phone. So this is not like you just met somebody at a bar and took her home and slept with her. This, you like are having an emotional affair. Like I said, y'all getting to know each other. Y'all taking pictures and shit. And how's your day? Somebody sends somebody good morning text and I'll see you tomorrow text, or have a great day text. Somebody, yeah. This is a fucking betrayal. And you could have asked your person about this before. Like, are you sure nothing's going on with you and such and such? For some of you all, you could work with your person, so all of y'all work together. This is somebody, if that is the case and you know who this is, all right, this is somebody who was a friend at one point or pretended to be a friend, or this is somebody who was always, so what did you do this weekend? So where did you go? So da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. You said you just wanted loyalty because, yeah, Scorpios are very loyal. Very loyal. Loyal to a fault is what my mom would say. But that's why when a Scorpio walks away, that's why it's so devastating to the person. Because you'll never, and what do Wale say? You might find somebody, nigga, but you'll never find another. Yeah, because when we finally walk away, you will never get the love that I gave you. Never. Ever. Again. And you can search high and low. Because see, when I'm with somebody, my enemies are your enemies. If you said you didn't do it, you didn't fucking do it. He said he didn't do it. He didn't do it. That type of situation. And I expect the same as well. So, when a Scorpio walks away from someone, yeah, they'll never find that again. That's just the way that it is. And oftentimes they say Scorpios end up alone because of the intensity and everything. And that's a shame, because oftentimes by the time somebody realizes what they had in a Scorpio, it's too late. Because honestly, people never really realize or understand a Scorpio's love correctly, because it gets misunderstood so much until after the Scorpio has left. If that makes sense. So it's kind of like being an artist out here. Nobody really recognizes your work, or your work really isn't valued until after you've passed on. So it's kind of like that. But anyway, back to the reading. Okay. So whatever this is, you could know this person. This is somebody who's always asking you, hey, what did you do? Like trying to find out. That's their undercover way of trying to find out if you and, your person were together, or if you guys spent time, whatever. Yeah, you're done, though. Somebody could also be, as a result of you being done, Scorpio, somebody could also be like driving around, watching your house, looking to see if anybody's over there. Somebody could actually be like parked outside somebody's house on the street, watching somebody's house. They got snacks, they got drinks, whatever. You could have done this, and this is how you found out what your person was doing. And no, judgment. I've done it. Okay. And you could have seen somebody coming out of your person's house, or you could have seen somebody's car in front of your person's house. I'm also hearing around the corner too. So somebody parks around the corner. Somebody definitely has some type of Asian Asian, genetics in their blood. That may not be 100%, of Asian ancestry or, DNA, but they definitely have some. Somebody has very Asian-esque eyes. All right. Your person, basically, when you ask them what it is that they're doing, they're always working. I'm working, I don't have time. I'm working, I don't have time. So somebody is out here doing their dirt. Now look how dirty his arms are, but look how clean his hands are. So somebody out here is dirty, not in the literal sense, but in the metaphorical sense. Out here just doing dirt. Somebody is grimy. And so basically this is somebody who could possibly have like a double life or whatever. So they work very hard to keep their hands clean, to make it look opposite of what it actually is, if that makes sense. So what I mean by that is, say your person is into like some type of super crazy sexual fetish type shit, right? Something that they view as taboo, or something that they view is, they would be ashamed for people to know. So say this is somebody who's actually, into the same sex. You know how you'll have, people who are into the same sex, but they don't want anybody to know. So basically they try to compensate by gay bashing everybody, and you know what I mean, and extreme homophobia and things like that. But that's only to cover up the fact that they are actually gay. This is a situation like that where somebody works overtime to present a false or fake image of them or persona of them, to hide what it is that they actually do behind closed doors. Somebody could be a contractor in construction. This could be a construction site. Somebody could be, so if you're getting work done, or if you're dealing with some type of construction in any type of way, like your contractors could be scamming you, or I'm also hearing pollution or dumping like radioactive soil or soil contamination, and somebody is trying to cover it up. Somebody is trying to make it look like it's not that. So this could be also a cover up. You could find out about a cover-up in the month of May. 83 could be significant. Somebody could have been born February 1983. Somebody could also be a Scorpio. Or somebody could be born on August 3rd. Well, obviously somebody's a Scorpio. This is your reading. So this is a situation where somebody could be trying to pull one over on you, or fool you, beguile you, lie to you, cover something up, and somebody is working overtime to try to make, assert their innocence, or assert that it wasn't them. It wasn't me. I can't. I pulled this card. Look how dirty this man's arms are, and look how fucking clean his hands are. Yeah, somebody's a grind ball out here. Somebody is corrupt. Somebody is crooked. Somebody is, so this could be you, Scorpio. That there's somebody out here, they don't care what they have to do in order to make money or to get a goal accomplished. If they have to lie, cheat, steal, whatever, then that's what they'll do. Or this could also be a situation where somebody was involved in a situation like that, and now it's starting to come to light. And so now people are scrambling, trying to cover up or hide the part that they played in something, or cover up and hide what they have done. So this is also a situation, going back to the whole cheating thing, where your person is supposed to be, like, say your person is in construction, right? They're supposed to be coming home all dirty and everything. Thank you. They're supposed to be coming home all dirty. This motherfucker come home clean as shit. Why? Because he done took a shower somewhere. I don't know if anybody, and obviously if you're watching this, you know by now that I curse a lot. Sorry. I have 4 brothers. But there was an old saying, If you come home smelling like pussy or soap, we got a problem. This is somebody who comes home smelling like soap. After a hard day's work, after a long workout, they always smell so damn fresh. You never smelled them musty, anything. Not really dirty, anything. Super clean to be somebody who's out there working in dirt and grime all day long. Why? Because this person has a super secret hideaway. They could go to the hotel. You want to know what's crazy? This kind of resonates with something I just found out too. But, you know, so like this could be where somebody goes to the hotel and they hook up, they, you know, have a little drink, have some snacks, you know, maybe smoke some weed or do whatever it is that lying, cheating, stinking ass, filthy hoes do. Who knows? But, yeah, that's what they do. And then we have want to be left alone and happy to be here in the reverse. So this is like, you didn't call somebody. So there's also, Scorpio, somebody who, so there's somebody who knows that the way to get you to activate and to the way to kind of like control you is by silence, like putting you on freeze. So it's like you catch them doing something and then they try to flip the shit on you by giving you the silent treatment and acting like they're so fucking appalled and they're just so this and so insulted that you would even, you know, suspect that they would do something like that. And you're crazy. You done got the, you know, your crazy speech. You done got the you're insecure speech. You done got the, you know what I'm saying? Maybe it's because you out there doing the same thing speech. You done got all the fucking speeches. Hey, gentlemen, you know, you done got all the speeches about how everything was wrong in this person's, you know, world is all your fault. All right. And so this person basically, you know, goes into flip mode. So this is somebody who never takes fucking accountability for anything that they do. Even they could be caught dead to rights and they're going to still figure out a way to flip that shit on you. And if they can't flip it enough where, you know, they can convince you that it wasn't them, like who you gonna believe, me or your eyes, then, you know, this is somebody who want to get loud and want to get aggressive, you know, maybe want to get physical or something like that, you know. So that's kind of like how you know now when this person is telling a lie or when you're right, because this person's voice automatically goes up 12 octaves, you know what I'm saying? It's just automatically so much and you know what I'm saying, and somebody's energy and everything. Now they don't want to be with you. Now it's your fault. Now da 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 da. Yeah. And it's a front. That's basically how. So the best defense is offense. Somebody has figured that out. Best defense is offense with you. Happy to be here in the reverse. Somebody is also playing. So somebody also, for whatever the reason, this could be you, Scorpio, or your person, they weren't all in it like they said that they were. They weren't as in love or as happy as they said that they were. Perhaps, you know, you guys have been together for a long time and so it's a cheaper to keeper situation, or you guys have kids together or something like that. Or this could be you, Scorpio. You're not happy and you're tired of pretending like you are happy in a situation. Whereas before you would stick around. Hey, Pringles. Hey, baby. We're talking about lying, cheating, no good, filthy, funky, stinking assholes is what we're talking about. But this could be a situation where you were like in love with somebody. Hey, Chastity. That you were so in love and you know, it's hard for a Scorpio to walk away. And so basically, you know, when we love somebody, we'll do anything, you know, to be with that person. And so somebody took that as, like I said earlier in the reading, where, you know, they should have been looking at it as, damn, you know, Scorpio really, really does love me. Scorpio really, really wants to make it work with me and everything. They take it as, oh, I can do anything to them. You know, I can say anything to them. They're not going to go anywhere. Like, you know what I'm saying? They're just happy to be there. So somebody misunderstood your energy And so now that you've taken it away, because you're no longer happy to be there anymore. You're not happy to be there. You're not going to try. You're done. The month of May, Scorpio is done. Not only is Scorpio done, Scorpio, you are going to be hurting people's feelings because your level of don't give a fuckness is going to be something that this person has never seen before. So this could be a situation where, you know, when you were with your person, you know, you were very close to, you know, your person, you were very close to your in-laws. You know what I mean? Like, that was your family. It could be a situation where, you know, your person calls you like, my aunt is in the hospital, you know, hey, Dirty D Ruffin. Like, you know, like my aunt is in the hospital, like somebody's name could be Faye. Aunt Faye is in the hospital. Or, you know, Aunt Myrtle, or I don't know where Myrtle came from. Myrtle Beach could be significant. But, you know, such and such is in the hospital. And you like, for real? I'm so sorry to hear that. Tell the family I said hi and prayers and wishes. I'm really sorry to hear about that. I'll pray for her. And then you hang up the phone and go on about your day where this person figures that where this person had figured that would make you come to the hospital so that would have a chance to see you, and they could just sit there and water tie you to death and tell you how you're wrong and how, you know, you heard something that they didn't say, or they said something that you didn't hear, or however it goes down. And you like, I'm so sorry to hear that. If she passes, let me know. You know what I mean? I will send flowers. You said that one, if the people who raised me, but they betrayed me so much. Yeah, I did say that before you came on. I said betrayal. This is beyond somebody cheating or treating or doing you wrong. This is a betrayal. Only betrayal will make a Scorpio throw the deuces up to somebody. I know I don't do betrayal well at all, nor do I forget it. It could be fucking 50 years down the road. I'm going to get my lick back some way, somehow, in some shape, form, or fashion. And you're going to know why you took that L, because I'm going to tell you. I'm going to tell you. I tell, like, it's not over, okay? So yuck it up now. But we're going to have this conversation again, my friend. Please trust that. If you don't take shit else to the bank, you can bank on that one, baby. So, yeah. You're out. All right, let's put some cards on this. Wow, Scorpio, just from some picture cards, okay? I'm gonna show them to you again, so you can kind of see. I know you can't kind of see what I'm seeing, but yeah. All right, somebody would be sucking somebody's dick in the car. Somebody had car sex a lot. Somebody had car sex a lot. Somebody is, okay, somebody gives really, really, really good blowjobs. All right? And this is how they're able to snatch somebody, is through their sexual skills and everything. So this is, you're going to be you'll be more mad at the type of person that you got played for. Like, are you serious? She done sucked everybody's dick in the damn finance department. What? Yeah. Yeah. And your person, for some of you, like I said earlier, this is a situation where you've had problems like this with your person before. So somebody could be with a whore. Or somebody who's, somebody's a whore. Somebody's whorish. So you can't leave this person alone by themselves for shit. No, period. As soon as you walk. So this is somebody that You know, if you're walking in a crowded place, they're always checking out other women. Or she's always checking out other dudes. And you try, okay, so this is, okay. So you always catch them looking elsewhere, looking at somebody else, all right? And so when you approach, you know, your person with this, like, hey, I see this. Okay, we'll see, sweetening. You know, when you've approached your person and everything, they want to blow up. I mean, you're so insecure. And I mean, I can't help, you know what I'm saying? With I'll just be looking. I don't just, you know, be looking at da-da-da-da, you know, blowing up on you, making you feel stupid or less than, or, you know, just crazy or whatever, because you're expressing that you don't like it. You know what I mean? I don't like it. Please don't do it. All right? So now, because you don't want to appear insecure, or you don't want to push this person away, or however it goes down. So now when you guys are out in public, you'll catch them looking out of the corner of your eye, but perhaps you don't say anything. You know what I mean? Because you just don't want it to be an argument. Somebody has a wandering eye. Period. Somebody has a wandering eye. This may not be where somebody is, you know, always looking to better deal you. But this could just be a situation where you have somebody who just, yeah, they have a wandering eye. They're a flirt. Confirmation. They're a flirt. When you're not around, they're always striking up conversations with everybody else. And I mean, you know, with other people. And yeah. And you could have told somebody, if I find out about one more, whatever. And also, this woman could have bad skin too. So someone could wear like a lot of foundation and everything because they have bad skin. And she doesn't know how to put her makeup on correctly either. She's cheap. She looks cheap. This is a woman who will try to suck her way to the top. Because outside of that, she has no real quality attributes that would attract a top tier person. I mean, or this could be a man, you know what I mean? But whomever this is, that's all they have to offer is good sex, because their character, their attributes, their breeding, their everything is just basically sub fucking par. So if this is a man, depending on who this man is with in 2026, that's crazy that you have to make that differentiation. But you know, like if this is a heterosexual man, he is like, if coochie eating was a sport, he'd be a triple gold platinum medalist, you know. Or this could be a man who gives great blowjobs. If this is a woman, same thing. Whatever it is that they do with their mouth, yes. And that is how they have been able to maneuver. Or somebody could start noticing like lesions as well on their face. Or this could be somebody that somebody was dealing with, and they can, like, you can notice that they have like rashes or whatever. Somebody's starting to wear more and more makeup. Yeah, somebody is trying to cover up. Somebody's sick out here. This could be where somebody's person entertains prostitutes or sex workers. And you could have found this out. Somebody could just be a sex addict. Just needs that thrill. Or somebody is not happy with the sexual life that you and they have. Or, you know, there's certain things that they want that they know that you're not going to do. Also, for some of you, this could be a situation where your person has like the Madonna whore complex with you. You know, they view you, hey Antonio, you know what that feels like, Miss Pringles? You said that shark. You said demon. Don't start with that. Yeah, so you said demons. Okay, I don't know what that means, but it could just be like you have like they have like a Madonna horror complex with you. Like you're too pure for the things that they like in bed. So they go out and they find somebody who's going to do, what they need them to do. And more often than not, somebody could solicit sex workers. But if that's the case and you find this out, you A, need to get tested, okay? B, you need to stop sleeping with this person immediately, because one of the people that they have solicited is sick. Somebody could be sick and, they didn't know that they were sick, but somebody is starting to suspect it or starting to like figure out that something is wrong now. So this could be like a rash on somebody's face and it just won't go away. But not only is it not going away, it's getting bigger, it's getting worse. And somebody doesn't know what that is or why that's happening. So just be careful if that resonates with anybody out here. Somebody sleeps with a lot of people. A lot of people. Now, whether they sleep with a lot of people as their job, that's what they just do. But somebody sleeps with a lot of people and somebody's reproductive health could not be right. So this could be a situation where, and God forbid, but this could be a situation where somebody comes home and infects their partner because they've been out here fucking about. Also, somebody could be Hispanic. If not, like, hey, I don't know, but somebody has a very ethnic look to them. So like Hispanic, Asian, whatever. Somebody also is a transsexual, and somebody goes out there and they mess with ladyboys. You're Hispanic, okay. You haven't seen these zombies in over 20 years. You said you've been tested in between. I know that's right, baby. But somebody could be like a ladyboy, and you had no idea that that's what your person was into. Well, one of these lady boys may not be doing so well down below. So, yeah. Remember, I did say earlier that this could be a situation where somebody could possibly be into the same sex, and so they work overtime to make it appear like they're heterosexual. So they'll even go so far as to, just participate in extreme homophobic speech or homophobic activities and things like that. Like, all them damn fags need to be thrown out of here. We don't need all that. And come to find out, this nigga sucks more dicks than any woman out here. Yeah. Also, if this is the case where somebody is dealing with a transgender person, that transgender person could be about to let you know. This is also a situation where, somebody is going to, I don't know. Somebody could be about to out someone or was going to out someone. This is also a situation where you could have found out about somebody and basically, you know how you do, Scorpio, when you get to that point and the other person didn't want that with you. Somebody was madder than a motherfucker. Somebody was mad as shit. So this could be a situation where say, you know, your person has somebody else in their house or something like that, or you found out about, I don't know who stood, I don't know, this is just what's coming out. And, you know, like say somebody, your person has somebody in their house or has somebody in the car, and you come and you beating on the door, you beating on the window like, bitch, get the fuck out. Da-da-da. Like, she is like, oh, no. Like, no. Your person is like, You scare somebody, Scorpio, or you will. It's given that meme where the lady drew the map and she was like, you make a turn here and then you go up here and then you turn and you go down this street, like right here. That's where you had me fucked up at. So somebody basically took you to fuck Don't Give a Fuck Avenue. You scared someone. So this is like, if you're normally very laid back, which most Scorpios are, very cool, you know, slow to anger. It all depends, you know what I mean? But I'm saying, like, we don't tend to get mad over unimportant shit. So somebody was used to seeing that side of you. You're getting ready to show someone the side of you that is like Mufasa, okay? You are about to get Mufasa on somebody. Like, yeah, this is not that. And I'm so sorry if I gave you the wrong impression about who the fuck I am. But this is not that. Yeah. Somebody didn't think that you could get like that. With the fighting in reverse. You said, I guess that much with the hand gestures. Yeah, somebody didn't think that you could get like this. Somebody didn't think that you had any gulliness in you. And you are going to show somebody how gully shit can get with you. For real. And now somebody, also this is a situation where you could have caught somebody, or, you know, you could have found something out, and now somebody wants to come back and everything, but they just don't know what to say. Because somebody has been caught. So what really can you say? I saw the bitch go in there, or I saw you with the dude, you know. I saw the pictures in your phone. I read the conversations. I know everything. So what can you say? They can say, I'm sorry. And they're going to say, I'm sorry. You might even get the famous, if you give me one more chance, I swear I'll spend the rest of my life making it up. You might even get that speech, Scorpio. You're not fucking with it, though. Whatever this is, no. Whatever this is, this was a betrayal. This was a betrayal. So this could even be a situation where you could have caught your person with someone else, and whereas they were supposed to come running after you, they sat there and watched you walk out the fucking door while they sat there with the other person. No. Who else had Crimea River? I think it might have been a Sagittarius. This in the Sagittarius reading, where I said somebody's name could be Justin, but I'm hearing that song Crimea River. Like, you don't have to say what you did. I already know. And now there's no chance for you and me. There'll never be. And if you've never heard that song, to all my little youngins on this, you need to listen to that song, baby, because that is a song. If Scorpio was a song, that would be the song. It matters not. You don't have to cry, because crying, I'm done. Yeah. All right. I'm sorry. I just can't get over these. I can't get past the pictures. So if this is a situation where you've not heard from someone, you could be thinking to yourself, like, this person just doesn't care. Oh, no, it's not that. It's just they don't know what to say. They don't know what to say. Like, should I tell her I'm sorry? Should I tell him I'm sorry? Like, should I bomb something? Like, okay, well, maybe she don't know this, or maybe he doesn't know this. I know they know this, but maybe they don't know this. Somebody doesn't know how much you know about a situation. Somebody doesn't know Yeah, but they know you know, but they just don't know how much you know. So even still, somebody has done you something, and whereas, you Scorpio, or the right thing to do would be to just come out and just, take accountability. I'm sorry, I fucked up. You know what I mean? This person is going to still try to figure out a way to fucking lie. This person is still trying to figure out how they can avoid taking accountability for what it is that they did. Period. This is also somebody who basically you're not going to hear from them until they figure you're not as mad anymore. Somebody knows that, somebody knows that you are super. First of all, somebody's scared to call you. Somebody's scared to come around. Somebody knows whatever it is that they did, they pushed you to the limit. Somebody pushed you to somebody or something pushed you to the limit. Like lines were crossed, maybe words were said, shit was done that can never be undone. And beyond all that, these are lines crossed or shit was done that if you really love somebody and if you really respected somebody and if you really valued somebody, you would never you wouldn't do no shit like this. You wouldn't. If you really love me, you would never watch me walk out of a restaurant knowing that I'm upset that I just caught you with somebody. So basically that means that you're not loyal to me, you're loyal to them. What the fuck can I do with a disloyal motherfucker? I can't do nothing with you. Because if you do it once, you'll do it again. Period. And for some, this is somebody whom you have, I keep saying this. This is somebody whom you already had a situation with your person about. You've already caught your person with this person before. That's why you're so fucking done. Because this is beyond cheating now. This is a betrayal. I told you. So, okay. For me, I just, give you a little personal experience. So my second son's father, all right, whore. And I didn't understand because he was awful in bed. But anywho. He had lots of women, all right? He was a street guy. I shouldn't say that about him. I'm not going to say his sex was bad. I'm not going to say that. I'm going to say that for what he was out there doing in the streets, it could have been better. But he had women, that's par for the course when you are in, doing the things that he was doing at the time. But it was this one chick, right? This one girl. Because I knew he really liked that girl. Because no matter what, no matter how many times I said, I don't want to hear about this girl, don't see this girl, don't do anything with this girl, somehow he was always with the girl, or he was always talking to the girl. I always found out that he was, whatever with the girl. There's way more to the story. But long story short, a situation came up, and I told him, if I find out that you're dealing with this girl, I'm going to be done. Okay. I need you to understand that. He fucking yesed me to death. I said it 3 times. If I find out you're fucking around with this girl, I'm going to be done. You understand? Yeah, I understand. Yes, Chad, me understand. If I find out you're fucking around with this girl, I'm going to be done. Okay? Me understand. Guess what? Not even 2 weeks later, I find out fucking with the girl. I'm done. All right? So I end up, I basically pick my little face and my little feelings up off the floor, and I end up dating somebody new. All right? And the person that I started dating after him, I really, I was really digging. So, like he was there while you were out chasing this one and that one, this person was there and everything. So, of course, my loyalties are now going to lie with, the new person. Well, long story short, the girl basically got him locked up. She's gotten him locked up several times. Got him locked up. And so now he wants his family back. Okay? He was wrong. If I give him one more chance, he'll spend the rest of his life, blah, 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 blah. I was done. Because you knowingly betrayed me. You knowingly lied to me to get something out of me. I can't do anything with that. I can't do anything with that. Because that means not only are you not loyal to me, but you don't even have respect for me. Because how do you love somebody and knowingly lie to this person and take the help that this person is giving to you so you can go help somebody else? So I'm getting a situation like that, Scorp. You're done. You told somebody, if I find out about this or whatever, I'm going to rock your boat. And somebody knows you mean it. All right, we have recharge, mental rest. All right, give me two more. Scorpios, y'all gonna get an extra long reading. Because niggas be trying to play the fuck out of crazy with a Scorpio. And I don't understand because Scorpios are like, we can see right through you. It's like looking through a pane of glass. So you're sitting here trying to lie to a human lie detector. It makes no sense at all. And the thing is, Scorpio, the people who deal with you, they know this about you. So I don't even understand. And this is why he's sitting here looking like this right now. Or she's sitting here looking like this right now. They know whatever it is that you tell them or they try to tell you, you ain't gonna believe that shit. You don't know. You're not talking to her. Then why is her number in your phone? You done got 5 new phones from the last time I told you I didn't want you dealing with her again. I've even blocked the woman from your phone. So why is she still calling? How are you still getting messages? So that means that you done went in the phone and unblocked her number. It's something like that, Squirt. Yeah, you're done. And somebody is panicking at this time, Scorpio, because they know that you're done. They know you're done. All right, give me one more. We have recharge, CEO energy taking control. Oh, and when I said that, no filter, and then cuffing season in reverse. All right. No filter popped out. At the bottom of the deck is photoshopped. You told somebody the truth. You're very honest and open. You're very candid. So people don't really have to wonder about you because you're going to let them know. You basically, so this is, okay. With the recharge, CEO, no filter, cuffing season. All right. Immediately what I'm getting is, number one, somebody is a workaholic. All right. Because actually the recharge came like on its side. So somebody does need to take a break. Somebody does need to rest. Somebody does need to give themselves, time to recuperate from whatever this is. But perhaps, you have a position or you have your own business where that you don't have that luxury. So somebody does not have the luxury of having a nervous breakdown. Somebody does not have the luxury of not having it figured out. Somebody does not have the luxury. I don't have the luxury of being fucking sad. I can't take the time to be sad. You said she don't want you to win. They usually never do. You got your LLC for your recording company. She didn't want to be happy for me. I seen it all over her face. And you can tell. And I know that has to hurt because I know that you would probably ride for that person. Like, yeah, like that's good shit. You got your own company. We about to do big things, big popping records. I feel that. I've been there. I've been there. But, you don't have the luxury of being sad. You don't have the luxury of being weak. You don't have that luxury. You have to be on your shit all the time. And maybe, you do need to take a day or take some time out to process things. All right, now, enough with that mushy shit. What I'm getting is, like I said in the very beginning of this reading, you're getting ready to show somebody a different side. Somebody thought that they could walk all over you. Somebody thought that you were a pushover. Somebody thought that you were a fool, an idiot. Somebody, they just got the wrong impression of you because you were trying to be cool. You were trying to be loving. You were trying to be nurturing. You were trying to be a loyal partner. You were trying to be, you were trying to be. And somebody took your kindness for weakness. Somebody took your kindness for weakness. And whatever this is, allow me to reintroduce myself. And now, first of all, you read somebody the riot act, Scorpio. Like, this is a situation where you went in on somebody. Even if this is now like a physical thing, this could be a thing where like you went in on somebody. You read a motherfucker from A to Z, okay? You let them know about themselves. Like, motherfucker, you not that fine. Your dick ain't that long. Your money ain't that strong. For you to be out here acting like that and trying to play with me, I got 1,000, motherfuckers better than you waiting for me to talk. You don't even know that. I got niggas in my back pocket while you over here trying to fucking play. You can't even afford me. You can't even, like, somebody went in on somebody. Somebody hurt somebody's little feelings. Somebody hurt somebody's soul. Somebody got brought down to size, and not like in a malicious way, but in a very honest way. You know what I mean? Okay, let me tell you. You're so quick to tell me about myself and tell me what I'm lacking and tell me what I'm not doing and everything. You know what? Let me tell you about yourself. Let me tell you about yourself. Maybe the reason why the sex isn't good is because you aren't a good lover. Did you ever think about that? Oh, you never thought about that, huh? Maybe the reason why I'm so tired, you said, oh, Shay, hey, baby. Maybe the reason why, you know what I'm saying, I'm too tired to have fucking date night all the time is because your ass is only working 4 hours a day, which means I got to work 12 hours a day. Did you ever think about that? Maybe I would be more sexual or want to, I'm just using, whatever, as an example. Maybe, you know what I'm saying, I may want to give you some head spontaneously if I didn't have all these fucking clothes to fold, homework to help the babies do. I got to get out here and work a 12-hour day because you only work fucking 4, you know what I'm saying? And you're irresponsible with your money, which means that I have to be responsible with my money. So how about, instead of trying to tell me what the fuck I'm not doing, maybe you should fucking man the fuck up and step up to the plate, or woman up, or however it goes down, and help me. So somebody got to talk like that. Somebody left that conversation like, I'm shutting up now. So whoever, came in like a fucking lion, they definitely left out like a fucking lamb. Like, you think I'm happy in this relationship? You think you tick all the boxes for me? I could be out here doing the same damn thing you doing. I'm only here da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Shit, I've been waiting for your ass to leave. What the fuck took you so long? And somebody is like, what? Yeah, you hurt somebody's pride. You're gonna hurt somebody's ego. Cause you're gonna let a nigga know. And I use that word, and that word means for every race. Okay? So, but yeah, you're gonna let a nigga know. All about himself. Whether that nigga's name be Dre, whether that nigga name be Josh, whether that nigga name be Todd, whether that nigga's name be Huang Young, whatever it is, but you are going to let that person know all about themselves. And once you do, trust and believe, you will be able to buy that person for a nickel, because they're not going to have nothing to say. Nothing. I mean, you don't ever want to go anywhere. I I don't ever want to go anywhere. Why? Because I don't want to sit there and go to fucking Burger King every weekend. Oh, I want to go places. How about some place that doesn't have a fucking drive-through? Did you think about that? Yeah. Somebody's going to let somebody know. This could be a man talking to his woman. You always talking about I'm looking at other women. I mean, hell, you don't even bathe. You don't even try to make yourself look appealing or da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. And I mean it to my men. That would be fair. You know what I mean? So, I mean, it goes both ways. But somebody out here is getting read the riot act. Somebody out here is somebody's going to have a very frank, candid, and honest conversation with someone. Like, you ain't the shit. My bad. You know what I mean? Because I done gave your ass life out here. And so now you think that you're bigger than the program. No. This will also be a situation where somebody really did think that they were all that and you couldn't do any better. And as soon as you left your person, you instantly did better. You instantly did better. You met somebody who had more to offer. Or even if you didn't meet somebody else, you didn't miss a beat. You didn't cry a tear. You definitely didn't call this person. So this could be a situation where you all will, break up or fall out or have disagreements, and you were always the first one to try to rush in and try to make things better. You said you let her know. Hey, Ilgab. I hold down the fourth pay of the bills, put the food on, and I don't see no one. Okay. And that's what I'm saying. And after all that, they still want you to drop your panties. Like, you're going to have to pick a job for me. Either I'm going to be the woman or I'm going to be the man. You know what I mean? But I can't be both. All right. But you're not calling. You're not trying to make it better. Fuck it. It's over. So this could be a situation where, yeah, you were always running back to somebody, always trying to explain yourself, making sure that they understood. The Scorpio, they always knew. They always understood. They were never confused. They just had you thinking that because that's how they were able to keep you going in circles. Somebody doesn't care if you don't call. You don't care if this person calls you now or not. But I tell you what, they're very shocked that you've not called them. They don't know what, like, I wonder what she's doing. Like, why? Or I wonder what he's doing. Like, he would have called by now. She would have called by now. We would have had a conversation and everything. Yeah, no, you're not calling this person. You don't care anymore. You don't care. I'm hearing Phil Collins, I don't care anymore. Because I remember all the times I tried so hard and you laughed in my face because you held the cards. But I don't care anymore. Somebody doesn't care. And Scorpio, whoever this is, they've never seen that side of you before. And you could have told them, like, okay, all right now. One of these days, I'm going to be done with your ass. And then what? You're going to be crying. That's my favorite saying to say, your ass going to be crying. You're going to be crying. Okay, you said you did? Like, yeah, you're going to be crying. And they didn't believe you. Fuck them. I ain't worried about it. I get 12 more. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. First of all, somebody is going to realize just how much you made them shine. Okay? So, give you another example. Was dealing with somebody and he was a whore. Okay? He was Pisces. And it was this little girl. They ended up getting married too. But anyway, it was this girl. Or I'm not going to say this girl. Most of the girls. Now, when we got together, when we got together, basically, at the time, I stepped in to support him. And it was cool because once he got on his feet and he was doing his thing, he helped me out as well. So it was a partnership, you know what I mean? But maybe that's not a good example. That's not a good example. But I will, okay, so I'll use this example. So this is like you being with someone, right? And you have a nice car, you have a nice house. You're maybe financially better off, than your person, right? And so you being the loyal ride or die that you are, you let this person drive your car. You may even, get your person a couple of little fly pieces to wear, whatever it is. And so your person is riding around in your car, picking up other people. And so now the people are like, yeah, they want to talk to your person. Why? Because they think that all the stuff that they see them in is theirs, not knowing that it's not their car. The only reason why they're dressed like that is because somebody dressed them. You dressed them, you put them in whatever. Or the only reason why they have, money now is because, basically you take them to and from work, or, you're the reason why they're able to get from A to B, or however it goes down. That basically you are the background to somebody's foreground, in whatever way that may resonate with you. All right. Somebody is now seeing now that you're no longer there, how much they indeed needed you, and how much value you brought to this person's life. So it's like you don't miss the water till the well runs dry. And now that the well is running dry, somebody is starting to feel it. Yeah, you're not calling this person. Cuffing season in reverse. It's done. And somebody can't. So this could be a situation where somebody was so good in bed or whatever that basically no matter what they did, all they had to do was sex you up and everything. And they would have you right back where they whatever. You're not even giving that person the opportunity. Like, you don't even want to sleep with this person anymore. You don't want to talk to this person anymore. You don't want to have anything. Like, you're done. You're done. And somebody just cannot believe it. Now, let's put some tarot. Somebody cannot believe it. Like, how done you are. Ooh. Like, it's no conversation. It's none of that. All right, what is this? Office romance. We're going to do office romance, fighting in reverse. All right, we have the Queen of Swords. So you could be dealing with a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, female. So this could be who this office little flirt is. So this is a Libra. So yeah, this is a Libra female. Whoever this office flirt is. You could also be dealing with a Cancer, Knight of Pentacles. If this is an air sign, female, well, whoever she is, she's of a light complexion, a fair complexion. Yeah, a Cancer could be significant, a Libra could be significant. Yeah, like, never. How long is never? Like, motherfucker, how long do you have? Never. Would I ever? All right, what is fighting in reverse? Drinking and driving. We have the Three of Cups in the reverse. So somebody, yeah. So basically somebody is not, okay, so if this is a situation where you caught your person with someone, or you found out that your person was dealing with someone, and especially if this is somebody whom you already had issues about, your person basically they know that you're done. So now this person is going to end that situation. Now this person is going to end that situation. Somebody is going to end the situation. This could even be the third party is going to end the situation because, like I said, somebody does not confirmation. Somebody does not want that smoke with you. So this is a situation where, so this person, you have had an issue. Okay. I'm getting heavily that you have had an issue with this person before. You have seen this person before. You have spoken to this person before. You could have even told this person, like, if I catch your ass around here, if I find out that you have been sniffing around, I'm going to fuck you up. And basically, this person knows that if you catch them, you are going to squeeze the juice out that motherfucker right there. You're going to cream her puff, as my friend Travis would say. Yeah, or his puff, however. And somebody is like, nah, it's not even worth it. Like, yeah. Also, this could be, again, I said your person ending it as well. Because number one, that's going to be how he tries to come back. I ended it. It's over. I'll never see this person again. I'll never do this again. And if you give me one more chance, I'll spend the rest of my life making it up to you. You're going to be like, nigga, fuck off. Fuck off. I don't know who I'm channeling. Maybe I'm channeling my damn self. I don't know. But you're going to tell somebody to go fuck themselves. Like, what? After the way you tried to fucking play me about this person, you might as well fucking go be with them. The damage is done. The damage is done. That's what somebody is going to learn. Sometimes, sometimes sorry just won't fix shit. And sometimes you can actually really be sorry. But once a certain line is crossed or once you have done, there is no going back sometimes. And somebody is getting ready to find that out about you, Scorpio. Or you're going to find this out about somebody. Like, the damage is fucking done. There's not enough sorries in this world to make up for this shit. Somebody's money was fucked up. They didn't have any money for you. All of a sudden, their money was this and their money was that. Why? Because they was sitting there taking care of their little super secret third person. Or it doesn't necessarily have to be a romantic thing. Whatever it was a secret from you. Okay? So that means that whatever it was that they were doing, they weren't supposed to be fucking doing it, or it wouldn't be a secret. And it was taken away from your relationship, your household, whatever it may be. It took away from you. Somebody would break their neck. To be with somebody else. To the point where somebody would be downright disrespectful. So this could be like, they want to be someplace else and now they picking fights with you, and you know what I'm saying? Everything you do gets on their nerves. They don't want you to touch, and now all of a sudden they're too tired. They don't want to have sex, or you know what I mean? You asking for something, now they don't have it, or they grumbling about it. You know how it is when somebody is dealing with somebody else. And like, you treat me like that? Because that's where the whole loyalty part comes in. You know what I'm saying? Like, at least for me, that's where the whole loyalty. I don't give a fuck if she can suck your dick from the back and make fucking sparks shoot out your ass. If I say, come here, fucking come here, you go get your dick sucked later. But when I say come here, somebody, that wasn't how it was going down. That wasn't. I hope I don't get flagged from YouTube, but I mean, that's just real. Like, yeah, I don't care what she's over there doing, okay? Or what, or you could be saying that to your girl. I don't care what, da-da-da-da-da-da. You don't never put anybody above me. You don't put anybody above our family. You don't put anybody above the family, above the business. You don't put anybody above anything. And somebody basically placed somebody above you. Somebody was more loyal to somebody else than they were to you. And that's a deal breaker for a Scorpio, period. And even if, this is not a situation where you have cut somebody off completely, you may even still deal with this person and or talk to, this person for some of you, but it's different, baby. It's different. It's going to be different. It'll never be the same. It'll never be the same again. Somebody fucked up. I'm hearing you fucked it all up. It could have been so perfect. It could have been so good. If only you could have. And whatever that, if only you could have, is. But somebody, for whatever the reason, it didn't matter how many times you asked, it didn't matter how many times you cried, they didn't give a fuck. So now you're getting ready to mirror that energy. You didn't give a fuck, I didn't give a fuck. Now let's see who don't give a fuck more. I bet I win. I bet I win. And somebody's not ready. All right, what is this drinking and driving CEO energy, hard work, focus? So this is always somebody that's, I got to go out here. I got to go make some money, or I got to go to work or whatever. So somebody use work a lot as an excuse as to why they weren't home or why they, you know, whatever. All right, so what is the CEO energy, drinking and driving, hard work for my Scorpios? Yeah, a lot came out, that's for sure. We have the King of Pentacles. Now, this King of Pentacles could also be air sign gentleman, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. But whoever he is, he's stern, he's serious. He's not to be trifled with. But he's also... he can be a bit of a prick. This is somebody who, if they don't get their way, they can be quite petty, vindictive, or somebody is used to getting their way. Somebody is used to being able to manipulate situations and or control situations to their benefit or their outcome. If this is an air sign gentleman, he too is of a light complexion. But you have Queen of Swords, King of Pentacles. This could also be a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn gentleman as well. This is also somebody who has money, and maybe he gets his money in underhanded ways. So this could be like, this is giving like kingpin energy, or, you know, this is somebody who has money. This is somebody who could possibly have their own job, their own company. This is someone who knows they're the shit. Or they know that, okay, how can I say this? This is somebody who's very confident, very, you know, I guess cocky, because they can be. You know, if this is a man who has money, like I said earlier in the reading, he tends to have options. So, you know, being pinned down to one person, or if you're looking for like that emotional, for this person to reciprocate, you know, to you emotionally, what you give to them, you might not receive it because he don't have to. You know, where one won't, he got 5 others that will, type of situation. And that could have been how this person treated you, Scorpio, as if you were just an option, or that you would be easily replaceable. First of all, the reason why it was so easy to carry on a third party situation with this third party is because she didn't have to have, or he didn't have to have, the responsibility of being in a relationship. So, you know, you're in a relationship, you know, especially like a marriage or like a live-in relationship, things like that. You know, you got to cook for your partner. You got to, you know what I'm saying, keep house and, you know, make sure that your partner is healthy and whatever, like if it's a true partnership. So all she got was the good times. All she got was, you know, the hotels and the whatever, the drinks or whatever. She didn't have to do anything. She didn't have to work or put in any time and or effort to help, you know, make the money to go hotel it up at, and, you know, that type of situation. So now that you're gone, now this person, your person, could be, you know, trying to rely on their third person more and more, thinking that their third person is going to step up to the plate now. And you said, I'm number 1, kids are number 2. Who wants to be number 3 if they can't handle, get that, then get a step then? She said, preach, Pringles. Fuck that. I don't jump through hoops for nobody anymore. I know that's right, baby. I know that's right. I'm too old now. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, I've tried it. I done jumped out of bushes. I've done all that in my day. Okay? All of it. And at this point, I have, if somebody told me I have more, hey, baby, I have more good days behind me than I do ahead of me. So I have to be very judicious with my time, very deliberate with my time, very deliberate with whom I spend my time with, because time, you know, as you get older, you find time is not on your side. So I don't have time to take, you know, emotional ills that are going to take me out the game for months and months and months. I don't have that luxury. You know what I mean? I have to plan for, you know, my golden years. So, all right, what is this? No filter. And somebody acts like they want to be left alone, but they really don't. Yeah, somebody plays like mind games. So this is like, if you don't give somebody what they want, somebody will, like, and I said that earlier, somebody will use like silence, or, you know, somebody plays a lot of mind games to try to manipulate a situation. We have Two of Swords and the Four of Swords. So basically, somebody also see, this could be a situation where somebody basically left you because you wouldn't sleep with them, or yeah, you wouldn't do something for them, or you wouldn't do what they wanted you to do. So they, you know, basically threatened to leave you or break up with you or whatever. And I'm hearing you just like, and that could be to somebody's surprise. Somebody, I did say somebody is not used to being told no. Somebody is not used to not being chased. Somebody is not used to, you know, somebody believes that they are that woman or they are that man. And for the most part, for whatever reason, it is true in most circumstances. So if this is a woman, this could be a very beautiful woman. Not that really means anything, because like my dad say, pretty girls are a dime a dozen, and it's a prettier girl born every second. So I never really got caught up in looks and everything, because my father, he sure did tell me that. But, you know, this could be a woman who, you know, is extraordinary in some way. I'm hearing exquisite. If this is a man, you know, because of his accomplishments or what he has, it makes him a great catch. And so somebody basically has never lacked for company, never wanted for companionship, because where one wouldn't, as soon as one left, then the next one will come. Somebody's going to realize that you're different, Scorpio. What I say earlier, you might find someone, but you'll never find another, period. And somebody is going to, they're going to realize that. They're going to see that. All right, and then give me, you could also be dealing with a Aries, too. All right, and what's cuffing season in the reverse? Oh. All right, you have Knight of Cups. And then you have the Lover's card. All right. All right, so it also could be where somebody could have been trying to get you drunk or get you high, or trying to tempt you in some way, shape, form, or fashion, thinking that was going to make you come out the panties, or that was going to make you come off some money, and you basically shot somebody down, or you just blew their mind, because I guess, you know, whatever tactic that this is has been used many times, like the bend and snap. So somebody thought that the bend and snap, I don't know why that just came to mind. If you've ever seen Legally Blonde, she said, and it has like a 99% success rate. So whatever tactic that this is, whatever bend and snap version of the bend and snap that this is, it didn't work on you, where it has worked on basically everybody else. Okay. So this could be where somebody thought that if they, you know, wined and dined you, or, you know, bought you expensive gifts, or if they flashed their money, or if they did X, Y, and Z for you, that you would just be so grateful and or enamored or whatever, that you would just acquiesce or give in to whatever it is that whatever it is that they wanted, and it didn't happen like that. Scorpio. You could also be dealing with a Capricorn. Two. Somebody is a very controlling person. So this is given like enemy, sleeping with the enemy. Somebody's very, very controlling, very disciplined, very orderly, very serious, very whatever. So like, this is somebody that if you are with, will shower you, they will provide for you, they will give you the best of everything that they have, but it's going to come at a price. They're going to want you to look a certain way. They're going to want you to act a certain way. They're going to want you to behave a certain way. So you would, in essence, be another accessory. You would be an accessory. A possession. Even though that's not how they may look at it, that's ultimately what it would be. They may care about your feelings, but not to an extent where they're going to care more about your feelings than they care about their own feelings. Meaning, like, you could be like, I don't like this, or this bothers me, or, whatever it is. They might listen or whatever, but ultimately, they don't really give a fuck. Like, shut your mouth, eat this caviar, drink this fucking champagne, put a smile on your face, and let's go. A situation like that. Somebody does not want another toxic love affair. Right, Dirty D? Somebody doesn't want another toxic love affair. Somebody does not want, so somebody could have you could have just like come out of a situation like that, or, that could have been, you've had your share. And you don't want to go through that again. And somebody thought that, they could control you, force you, manipulate you, use a silent treatment, threaten abandonment, threaten, to leave, threaten whatever, to make you do their bidding, or make you do what they want to, behave or do whatever it is that they want you to do, and you're just not doing that. Also, going back to, all right, let me look at this. They're going back to, I said somebody could be sick. So this could be a situation where you're asking your person, hey, have you been messing around with somebody? You know what I'm saying? You could be texting this person, or somebody could have texted you, or however, like, have you been messing around with somebody else? Because it doesn't feel right down here. Or this could be a situation where, like, say your friend was messing around with somebody, right? And you found out that, this doesn't necessarily have to be your person, but, this could be somebody that, so you all keep that in mind. Whereas, the energy may not directly be about you, but it could be about somebody in your life, and because they are in your life and you know about it, that energy will show up in your energy. So I want everybody to keep that in mind as well. All right, and this could be referring to you, someone someone you have known, or somebody that you have yet to meet. But this could be a situation where you know that, you know, say your friend was messing around with somebody, right? And you hear now that this person is sick. You could be texting this person like, I hope you're not still messing with this person, or I hope you stop sleeping with this person, because I heard this person he has something. Somebody could lie and say that they weren't sleeping with somebody because they don't want to know that they've been affected as well. There's a King of Pentacles that could want to come back. This could be like an old flame, and this person wants to come back to you. So I did say that, say you caught your person with a third party, right? And this person is somebody that you've had issues with before. Somebody is finally like, it is over. I'm not going to ever, you know, disrespect you like that again. Whatever like that again. Somebody has put an end to the third party. They're not going to sleep with this person anymore. They're not. But I'm getting that it's too late. You don't want to sleep with this person anymore either. I'm hearing somebody say, you might as well keep fucking them. Shit, don't stop now. Because when I asked you to stop, or you might as well keep doing, you know, whatever it is that you were doing, because when I asked you, you wouldn't stop. You know what I mean? When I was sitting here crying and begging and pleading and, you know, and please, and this is our relationship, or this is our business, or this is whatever, you didn't care. You didn't give a shit. You sat there, you watched me cry, you sat there, watched me beg, you know what I'm saying? I'm hearing like, you know, I'm seeing where you could have been doing this and your person could have been sitting there with a smirk on their face. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, 'cause they thought it was funny. And now the joke is on somebody? Yeah. It's not funny now that I said fuck you. That's not funny now, is it? And I mean it this time. That's the really funny part, is I mean it and it's over. Somebody doesn't want to be lovers. Somebody doesn't want to be friends. Somebody doesn't want to be whatever. Somebody thought that you would come back, or somebody thought that if they called, or however it goes down, that by now you would pick up and, you know, y'all could work it out. You are not fucking with this person in any way, shape, form, or fashion. I don't know what they did to you. Or I don't know what you did to somebody, Scorpio, but whatever it is, Google the word done. Somebody is not fucking with it. Period. Not little high, not little low. No way. All right. Now we're going to pull from the stank on your box, get some names and some whatever to see what we have going on here. Yeah, no. And whoever this person is that's sick, they can't hide it anymore. I did say somebody is wearing like a lot of makeup now to possibly hide some type of skin condition, or, you know, with this Photoshop card as well, somebody pretended to be something that they were not. So somebody is taking the filter off. This could be a situation where there's certain things that you've never said or done to this person because you love this person, you care about this person, you don't want to cross any lines because you know what that means. You know what I mean? Scorpio, I'm not going to say Scorpios. What I'm going to say is when somebody cares about somebody, they are very careful not to do anything to hurt the other person, or careful not to do anything to harm a situation or destroy a relationship when you really care for something and or someone. So when you just be out here running your mouth willy-nilly and saying, you know, this or saying that, or you just out here doing these crazy things without any regard for your person, is, you know, it's easy to come back and say, I'm sorry. You know, anybody can say, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I am sorry. But the whole thing is, if you really cared in the first place, you wouldn't have did it. You would not have done it. And so basically now somebody is, they don't care about hurting their person's feelings or the things that they wanted to say or do but didn't because they did care about the relationship, just going out the window. Okay, they don't care. You don't care, Scorpio, is what I mean. Hold on for a minute. Let me get the snake on your box. I'm hearing somebody met their match. So it's kind of like, Scorpio, you were like the sleeping giant in a way, meaning because you are so empathetic and sympathetic, and because you do, you know, love so much, that people took advantage of that. You know what I mean? They thought that, they considered that weak. Like, so this could be a situation, like, say, you know, you are around a bunch of rah-rah type of people. Well, because you don't get rah-rah, you know, at the drop of a hat, people could have looked at that as, oh, this person is scary, or this person is weak, or this person is this and this person is that, when it's not really, that's not the case. That's just, maybe I have more to lose than you do. Maybe I'm not going to throw my fucking life away or catch a case and now have to spend or thousands of dollars on a fucking attorney over your stupid ass. Maybe you're not worth all that. And because you don't, you know, you didn't do that, or you weren't ever. Yeah. People thought you were soft in whatever way. You know what I mean? And you were basically letting people know, letting somebody know that this is not that, you're not soft. All right. What? I really have to call my son's father. My first son's father. My oldest son's father, rather. That was my guy. It didn't work out. But that's one of the few people that if he ever called me for anything, I'm running to his aid, because I know that, and not I know, he's done it for me so many times before, even when we weren't together. Like, he's a real one. Like, his enemies are still my enemies. I remember he got in trouble and his wife called me to tell me that he had gotten in trouble and to ask what, you know, what she should do. And I was happy to help because he's a good father, you know. It was good for him, it's good for my son. But I also said, you best to be getting him up out of whatever that is quickly, or I'm going to have to come up there. And I mean, and she did her thing. She did her thing. Shouts out to her. Whatever, you know. But, yeah. He was somebody that was a little whorish, but loyal still. So I respect that. All right, we have Natalia. That came out in, what reading did I do last night? Oh my God, I'll never drink wine again. But that came out last night's reading. It's too late to go back. I can't even if I wanted to. I'm cool. Yeah, the damage is done. Somebody's Achilles heel is they can't say no to alcohol and or drugs. We have the letter A. Somebody's Achilles heel is their family. All right, so somebody knows that. So this could be a situation, like I said, where somebody will get somebody high and drunk so that way they can have their way with them. Also, somebody could know the family is all important to you, and so they use that as a way to like manipulate you, or, you know, to use you to get you to do whatever it is that they need to do. We have Henry. Somebody is trying to clean house before they come back to you. We have Teresa. You're about to make history, Scorpio. We have Cook. You could be a cook out here. We have Verna. Ooh. He dresses his boyfriend like a girl to keep his secret. I did say somebody had a little lady boy. Hadley. Your stepfather could be significant. We have Partop, Harris. Somebody is afraid for their life. We also have October, so you could be an October Scorpio. You could live in an apartment, or an apartment is significant to this. So I don't know if the third person lives in an apartment, or you can call somebody coming out of somebody's apartment. Confirmation. Jeezy, I'm gonna get it right back. So no matter what it is that you lose out here, Scorpio, you're gonna make that right back. Somebody has short hair, is dealing with somebody with short hair. Somebody is staying away because you see through them. We did say that during the reading. Somebody is scared to show their face because they feel ashamed and dumb. And also somebody is trying to send you evil spirits, evil energy. All right. We have the letter S. Somebody broke up with you before the truth came out. All right. So if you experienced a sudden breakup or whatever, somebody knew that whatever dirt that they were doing to you whilst they were with you was getting ready to come out. And they figured that maybe if y'all aren't together when you find this out, then, you know what I mean, it wouldn't be so bad, or you might not be so mad. Scorpio, you don't give a fuck. It's going to be a reckoning, okay? We have, not LaDon. Is that Dirty D Ruffin on here, LaDon? Because I don't like him. We have Herrera, Perkins, Angie. What's so funny is these two people actually, right, live on my street. He's married and he's sleeping with her. Now, how disrespectful can you fucking be? How fucking disrespectful can you fucking be? And you watch his wife leave out for work every fucking day. Bless her heart. She's just as sweet as she can be. We have New Mexico. We have Foster. We have Zeus. We have Jordan. Somebody has a scar on their face. We have Kent. It could be a brunette. We have Shelby, Beckham, Jones. Everything is Chris. Somebody could also be from the Caribbean. But whenever I pull the everything is Chris card, that means that somebody's telling you everything is fine. Everything is not fucking fine. All right, we have Daryl. We have Legend. What the fuck do you want me to do about it? So this could be what you're telling people, Scorpio, when they're asking, they're calling you up, asking you now that you don't care because they're so used to you rushing in and being the savior and being, you know, Captain Save them and everything. You don't care anymore. What the fuck you want me to do about it? You better call that girl. You better call that damn man. Somebody's gay lover is stalking you. Somebody is bald out here. Karen. We have, they could be in danger. So I don't know. We did pull somebody is fearful for their life. So somebody could be in danger. We have Gutierrez, Sophia, Harper. Somebody is mad that they cannot get over on you. Yeah, you see right through them. Don't give up on the relationship, but that was in the reverse. Okay. Yeah. Somebody could be asking you not to give up on your relationship. Like, please just give me another chance. Just give me another chance. I don't think so. I don't think you're gonna do this. We got Chip, Sandra, Adrian, Jamie. 93rd could be significant. Somebody has sex with escorts and prostitutes. Somebody is indulging in a work romance, but we saw that the letter X could be significant. That could be in somebody's name. We have Anita. Guess who's back? So somebody's going to try to come back around. In a house. I'm getting with this card, I'm getting that you could have come over to your person's house and they had somebody in their house and they wouldn't let you in. So basically somebody had you standing outside knocking on the door looking like a fucking asshole because they had somebody in there, or yeah. Lopez, Wood. Somebody needs to have drive, motivation. Kaiser, Ellis, Delilah. We have Inez. Ooh. We have Joe. We have Rose. Gillum. That came out last night's reading too. For the love of God, I swear I'll never drink wine again because I cannot remember the fucking sign that I did yesterday. Taurus. That was in Taurus's reading. We have Trinity. Somebody's a fast food worker. We have Leon. Alvarez. February could be significant. We have Julia. Oh, okay. Now Roxbury is watching. Okay. So he's back. Oh. So for me, this could be somebody, my nemesis just got out of jail. It don't matter. It don't matter. Something could have happened last October. We have Howard, Jimmy. Somebody is trying to take your partner out here. Somebody loves transsexuals. You could be dealing with the Leo female. Declan. So somebody is pregnant, but they're not sure who the father is. You're not sure if a baby is yours or not. So you could be in the process of getting, like, you know, a DNA test on the baby, on the pygmy. Somebody didn't believe that fat meat was greasy. They're about to find out. We have Oliver. Somebody's nose is pierced, which is, you know, so the person that you could be dealing with or the person that they're dealing with could have a nose piercing. Not the election is rigged. All that electronic voting and all that other stuff is just an easy way to manipulate votes. I believe that. So this is definitely me because I was definitely saying this about the past election. We have Errol. They're very self-sufficient. We have Martin. We have Canada. We have Ruiz. We have Reggie. We have Las Vegas. They're not coming back. Okay. So they're not coming back or you're not coming back to them. But I'm getting, if you are the one who messed up, they're not coming back. Somebody's not coming back. This could even be a situation where somebody is going to end up leaving you. Like I said, somebody could have left you for the third person because they're basically trying to protect their third person. Let them go. They'll be back though. We have Aiden. Somebody is being blackmailed. We have the letter G. We have Haley. 21 questions. Would you love me if I was down and out? We have Aaron. We have Marco. We have Heather. Elijah. We have Rucker. We have Amaya. Emerson. Xander. Brady. Nova. We have Daisy. Abel. Riker. We have Tucker. Somebody is dealing with a Queen of Wands. So this is somebody has a mistress, a Tatiana, but we've said that. We have Chloe. Heal. Somebody regrets friend zoning you, or you could regret friend zoning somebody. Somebody feels like Kanye. I be saying how I feel at the wrong time. So this could be a situation where you could be your own worst enemy because you don't have a filter, or like somebody told me yesterday, just shut the fuck up and collect your paycheck. And it's like, oh my God, I just can't, my principles or whatever. And they're like, fuck principles. Now you take that how you want, but you know, it could be a situation like that because you are honest or forthcoming or whatever, that, you know, you find that, you know, maybe it makes you unpopular or whatever. We have Victoria. We have Harry. So there's a situation that's getting ready to go boom, or this could be more war. So you could be hearing about more missile strikes. Israel gonna get everybody killed. We have Brandy. Pawpaw, that could be somebody's name. Somebody's grandpa, Pawpaw. We have Palestine. Damn, you cannot make this up. You cannot make this up. More war. More war. Dude, listen. I didn't know God's people encourage bombing. I didn't know that. But okay. We have Rita in genocide. I didn't know that. And if I offend anybody saying that, then you don't need to be on my channel anyway. So, we have Antoinette. We have Roberto. We have Gold. So something could be significant about next week. This could be happening next week. I don't know. Tarot readers are watching the video about to copy. Aw, just give me my flowers. I give all my tarot readers that I, get inspired from. I make sure to give them their flowers. Dirt off, wipe the dirt off your shoulder. So whatever this is, you don't have the luxury of being sad. You don't have the luxury of letting it get you down. You just don't have that fucking luxury, okay? Never let them see you sweat, baby. We have Ben. Oh, I hope my Ben is on here. We have Oda. Damn. Okay. So I know what I'll be doing. We have Miranda. We have Blaze. We have, so somebody is, or they could view you as a good person, as a quality person, a stand-up person, or this is how you view somebody else. Somebody is sleeping with the neighbor, a close friend. They're not friends, or somebody is sleeping with the neighbor or a close friend. They're not really friends. They're fuck buddies. Somebody is also a pedophile. Somebody likes little boys. Somebody is being breadcrumbed. So this came out on the side. So what I'm getting from this is somebody was breadcrumbing you. And now you're getting ready to start breadcrumbing them. So you're getting ready to reciprocate the energy that somebody was giving to you, Scorpio. All right. Somebody has AIDS and not telling. Fuck. I did say that. Somebody plans on leaving you. Now that came out in the reverse. So this could be where somebody was planning on leaving you, but for whatever the reason, the situation's changed now. So now they don't want to go. Let them go. 1 to 3 years came out. Now what I'm getting with this is whoever is sick, two things. Whoever is sick could have known that they've had this for about a year or so now. 1 to 3 years. Or there's somebody who is sick who's very, very, very sick. And so, time is not on somebody's side. Now, my condolences. We have Mitchell, Miller, Joe. She's a fuck girl and he's a fuck boy. So these people. There's a situation where somebody was cheating with somebody that you know. You know these people. You know exactly who this is. There's some type of global crisis, and I'm pretty sure it has something to do with Palestine. On the CIA watch list, so you could be on the CIA watch list. I'm sure I might be on the CIA watch list. The FBI is watching. Oh, fuck them. We have Kingsley. Somebody's cutting school. We have Ian. We have Claudia. We have Mindy, Sonia, Shauna, Francisco. We have Donald. We have Trent. And something could be significant with their wife. So I did say that somebody basically fucking around out there. Somebody could have came and contracted. Or I'm sorry. Somebody could have contracted something messing around out in the streets and came back and gave it to their partner. So somebody could have infected their wife or infected their significant other, which is fucked up. So let me see what birthdays could be significant. I didn't do that. We're at 158. All right. Let me get some dates that could be significant for my Scorpios out here. Okay. The 21st could be significant. The 30th could be significant. The 10th, the 9th, the 22nd, the 7th, the 26th, the 6th could be significant. Somebody could be 39, 35, 34. This could be a Pisces, Gemini, Leo, Cancer, Aries, Virgo, more Cancer, Sagittarius, and Leo. Yeah. Yeah. All right. And I'm going to do something for my Scorpio that I haven't done for anybody else. All right. Or any other sign this month. All right. Cool. Somebody likes to get their salads tossed, or somebody likes to toss salads. Oh, nasty. I've never really been a fan of that, so that's not really been one. I don't need anybody to really do that for me. I don't want you to. I mean, and no shade to those people who like it. That just wasn't my thing. Like, I don't like for people to try to put their tongue in my ear. Oh, famine is coming. This failed. I didn't see it. Yeah, the war is about to get worse. The war is getting ready to get worse. So I will say this. As Tupac said, they got money for wars but can't feed the poor. So Medicaid is getting cut. SNAP is getting cut. Utility assistance is getting cut. Public school funding is getting cut. Library funding is getting cut. Nonprofit funding is getting cut. All of these things are getting cut to fund a war that most people don't even want to be involved in. Okay? I have yet to hear anybody say over here, yay, we're in a war. We're in a war that we can't win up against an enemy who doesn't give a fuck. They don't give a fuck. And rightly so. You know what I mean? You killed their president, who also happens to be the religious leader and gatekeeper for Islam. So that's equivalent to like the Pope. So you kill him on a Muslim holiday during Ramadan now. Now, how disrespectful can you be? And then you kill his whole family. But you leave his son. What his son say? We don't want a ceasefire. We ain't even asked for a ceasefire. We want war. And they sit on 80% of the world's oil resources. So that means for every dollar that they make selling oil, they're going to put that shit right back into the war. Okay? So it's going to be like the whole Iran-Iraq war where nobody won because, excuse me, Mom. Confirmation. If I'm lying, I'm flying. Where there was no clear winner because, yeah, finally it was just like a ceasefire. There was no clear winner because nobody could really ever beat Iran. Iran, that's the Persian army. In the history of the world, nobody has ever beat the Persian army. Like, I don't be understanding I don't understand why he thinks that it was a good idea. Why he thought he could. He done let that motherfucker Netanyahu put a battery in his back and pump his ass up like Day from Friday. Don't let that nigga pump your ass up and get you fucking shot out here. Day. We ain't no top flight security of the world. We Craig and Day. And he done let Day to let that man pump him up. Oh, my stars. Yeah, no, I'm sorry. I just had to. That's crazy. That's crazy. So, yeah. When you are at the gas station, all right, and you can't whatever, thank Israel. Say, good job. Good job. Good job. We need more like you out here in the world. If that offends you, please click the fuck off. And don't never, ever come back to this channel again. Because I'm going to tell you something. I'm mad. And my kids are of draft age. So for my babies to get drafted, for a war against another people of color and a war that I don't even want. Oh yeah, I have a problem with that, baby. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I got a problem with that. All right. Whatever it is you're thinking about doing, don't do it. All right. Somebody, we already we already saw this, but somebody does have like a severe drug and alcohol problem, and that could be one of the biggest issues in your relationship, and you could actually just be tired of having to be bothered with that. Meaning you've tried everything that you could, you've done everything that you could to help somebody, you know, like you done took them to meetings, you done put them in treatment, you've done everything, but they can't kick that demon, you know, that's on their back. Or somebody could be, you know, finally saying, listen, I got to get it together. I'll never be able to have a healthy relationship or healthy anything in my life until I get, you know, get my demons together. The awesome Davis Carter. Right. I'm gonna do you one better. The awesome Davis Carter. So I don't know if people know this, but those people who are, you know, Jewish Americans, many of them have dual citizenship to Israel, right? So they can go and volunteer in the Israeli army. So that is one reasons why, even though Israel is so small, they always have a never-ending supply of soldiers, because the Jewish Americans can go and volunteer for their army. I say send them first. The ones who wanted the war, the ones who was advocating for the bombing, and the ones, you know, who were fighting on their behalf, they should be the first ones over there. Before you start talking about sending anybody, they should be the first ones. I'm not even going to say send the ones in jail. I'm going to say send the ones that wanted war. All those people who be on Facebook, yeah, bomb them and send the redheads back and da-da-da-da-da. We don't want Islam in our country and all that crazy fucking bullshit. Send them motherfuckers over there. Because I bet you that if you sent them over there, or if they got word that they had to go, they wouldn't be so fucking tough. I'm sorry, I am very passionate about that. That right there, I'm very fucking passionate about it. No. I got people living on the corner, okay, outside in the wintertime. You don't have money for the unhoused, but you have money to send billions of fucking dollars to another fucking country to help them fucking fight a war that they fucking started and we don't even want? Tell me. So I will say this. In November, okay, that's America's opportunity to clean house. Vote them all out. I don't understand why we would keep voting for incumbents anyway. Because, see, the incumbents are the ones who got us in this fucking mess in the first place. So whilst I hear everybody talking about Donald Trump and he's so this and he's so that, guess what? Donald Trump is 1/3 of the U.S. government. It's the Congress people and the senators that you should be paying attention to, because, see, those are the ones that make the laws. Those are the ones that set foreign policy. Those are the ones who set the budget. Those are the ones who, you know, appropriate the country's money and all of that. So I say in November, vote them all fucking out. We would do better having fucking orangutans running shit at this fucking point. It can't get no fucking worse. We're in a third world war. It's only going to get worse. It's only going to get worse. So, you know, everybody save yourself in November. If they was there when this shit started, it would make no sense to keep voting for them. It does not. Fuck party affiliations. Fuck it. Okay, anyway, I digress. That's my Malcolm Farrakhan speech for the day. But I believe in that with my whole heart and soul, because shit is out of hand. Shit is out of hand now, and now what has happened in the past in history makes sense. I'm going to say that. Everything makes a lot more sense and everything. So, yeah. But anyway, okay. What else do we have? Legal issues. Somebody's facing legal issues. Somebody's mom. Somebody needs to check on their mom. Somebody's mother could be significant. I did say the next month So next couple of weeks could be significant. IDGAF, you don't give a fuck. Not a little fuck, not a big fuck, not a here fuck, not a there fuck. You don't give a fuck. And whatever you don't give a fuck about, you are right to not. Okay, so this is not a situation where, you know, one little thing happened and you're just like, fuck it, I don't care. No, this is something that has been happening time and time and time and time and time again. You've given fair warning that if you keep doing something, I'm going to basically walk away. I'm going to turn my back on you. If somebody did not believe the fat meat was greasy, you're getting ready to show them. All right, this is a good move. So whatever you've been anticipating, but remember, the card that came out before was don't sleep with them. All right, September could be significant, or you could be dealing with the Virgo, but we did see Virgo energy. Somebody's husband next week, so we said that as well. So this is just repetitive. Somebody likes men. All right, we did say that somebody has a thing for trans. Somebody's baby girl, but baby girl came out in the reverse. So this is either you're walking away from somebody, you no longer want to be somebody's baby girl, you know, put that how it is, or somebody tried to pin a baby on you and it turned out not to be yours. November, so there you are, Scorpio. November Scorpios could be significant where this is concerned. Also, we have salad in the upright. Somebody likes their salad tossed. I don't know. I don't want you putting your mouth anywhere where shit comes out. Like, and then you supposed to kiss me? Like, I feel like Biggie Smalls. I'm supposed to fuck that after that? Like, we got January, a Gemini. So there's a Gemini out here. Somebody needs to watch their back. We got a one night stand. And somebody's marriage is on the fucking rocks or is over. So somebody is going to file for divorce for sure by the end of this month. Whatever this is donezo. So anyway, Scorpio who are on here, if my mouth do curse a lot, so sorry. Welcome to Pear Potato Tarot. If my political views, offended you, I'm sorry in advance. Not my intention to offend anybody, but I feel very strongly about what I feel fucking very strongly about, and I'm gonna stand on that. So whatever happens, happens, but I stand on that shit right there. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Okay, yeah, I forgot. You know what, Rosalina? Let's see. We're gonna find out about her Capricorn. Her Capricorn neighbor. Girl, you and this Capricorn neighbor, honey. This is going to be a quickie. They're thinking about how they betrayed you. So I don't know if he's going to reach out right now. I don't know if you slept with this person already and perhaps they didn't tell you that they go both ways, or you could be dealing with we have the Capricorn out here. But somebody could go both ways. All right, let me see. Well, what I will say is he's definitely thinking about you. All right. He lied to you. Also, this is a situation where you could be doing, I don't know if you are a Scorpio, but the Death card came out. If this is not a Scorpio, this could also be a situation where somebody could be sick. Perhaps you could have asked this person if everything was okay and they could have lied. I don't know. But somebody could be sick and they don't want to tell you, or this could be a situation where they don't really want to get involved because they could have something, or they may not be feeling well. Their health may not be in the best, be the best or whatever, but for whatever the reason, they don't want anybody. So the reason why they're saying that they don't want it, or they're not whatever, may not be the real reason. It could be like a underlying reason as to why this person is staying away. You say you're a Scorpio? Okay. Well, then he's not dying, so that's good. What I have is 9 of Pentacles, 7 of Cups, the Devil card, 10 of Swords, 2 of Pentacles, the Death card, and 3 of Swords. So if this is like a situation where this person ghosts you, or they're in and out, one minute they do, one minute they don't, and then when you ask this person, like, well, what's going on, like, whatever, this person could lie about where they go when they leave. Lie about what it is that they do when they're going or when they're leaving out. So this could be a situation like I was saying earlier, but not saying that that's the situation, but it could be like this person could lie and say that they're going to work, or they're going to the gym, they're going to work out. Also, somebody could be Hispanic, like Mexican. Somebody could live like in the South. A lake could be significant as well. What is it? Santeria. That could be significant. I don't know if you practice Santeria, but somebody could be worried that if they make you mad, you might do something to them, or you worship the devil, or you practice devilry, or this could be what they think. They could also think that you put roots on them. So if somebody like got ill, they could think that, you're the one that made them sick. Somebody could have long black hair, or dark brown, but it's like down their back. That could be you, mommy. Something could have been significant about Cinco de Mayo as well. Like perhaps a Cinco de Mayo celebration, or somebody could also lie about drinking when they leave. So this is a situation where somebody's supposed to be on the wagon. They could be secretly drinking or doing drugs when they're not in your presence. Somebody is getting a beer gut too. Or getting a gut. Somebody could go both ways. Or, yeah, no. I mean, somebody goes, and that's what they like. That's what they like. They like that. You said that it was a trend, so I mean, that's basically what they like. Yeah, they like this person. Or that's, those are the type of people, that this person is interested in. So if you are straight, whatever, you would not appeal to this person because they like what they like. It just could just simply be you're just not this person's type. Yeah. Somebody drinks a lot. So somebody is in their spirit. Somebody drinks a lot. This could also be a situation where somebody drinks a lot, and when they get drunk, they get violent. They want to fight. They want to argue. you know, whatever, and somebody just doesn't want to be bothered with that. So it could be like, hey, how come you're not coming over? And it's like, oh, I gotta work, you know what I mean? But really, it's just like they just don't feel like being bothered because they don't feel like being bothered with, you know, all of the rah-rah. Somebody could also think, perhaps he thinks that you have some type of like mental issues, or I don't know. But the overall gist of it is that you just may not be this person's type. All right. Okay, what you say, Skull Man? Too much interference made these situations. Yeah. Yeah, he does. Okay, what did it say? He does. No, I'm bisexual, actually. Okay, yeah, he just might not be into that. You know, for women out here who are bisexual, and I've seen it in real time with their men say that they want that. First of all, I'm going to be honest. I don't believe in bisexuality because you prefer one more than you prefer the other. You do. You know what I'm saying? There's going to be a preference for one over the other. You might get down, but if you had your preference or you had your choice, you know, everybody has a preference, right? And say, you know, you are a bisexual woman. In the beginning, most men, they get turned on by that. Like, oh my God, yes. Threesome, yes. And then they realize that basically they're just there for window dressing. Because that threesome is really about you and that other woman. Okay? That man has a specific role in that he's there for you for functionality and everything. But really, it's between you and, you know, the same sex. And I think men, at some point, like their egos become hurt and bruised by that. Because you done lost your woman to another woman. You know what I'm saying? I think any man's ego would be bruised by that. So it could just be that, you know, he doesn't get down like that. He doesn't want to be involved in something like that. Or, you know, he realizes that he's not the one. I can't say that. What I will just say is he just doesn't want to get down like that. Or possibly he doesn't want anybody that he's involved with seriously to get down like that. So I don't know if that makes sense, but that's what I got. He said, what if if the woman doesn't want to share, shaking my head. I mean, you know, some people that's a lot. Okay, I'm gonna make sure that as soon as we get off of here, I'm gonna check it. I promise I'm gonna check it. And I'm gonna make sure, because it should have been, but I'm gonna make sure, because Virgo was a good reading. Virgo was a great reading. Okay, Virgo's energy was, you knew what it was. So, you know, somebody's trying to act like they didn't know, you know, or trying to switch the game up, and the Virgo auntie betrayed you. Yeah, the Virgo reading is good. I'll make sure that that's up. But yeah, so somebody was trying to change the game in the ninth inning, act like, you know, they didn't know about another person. Like, say, you know, if somebody was cheating, or, you know, if their person was seeing other people, they knew this the whole time, but, you know, somehow or for some reason, you know, when they see this person with somebody else, now they want to get mad and upset and jealous. And, you know, Virgo could be like, but you knew I was seeing other people. You knew what it was when you got with me. Like, why are you trying to switch it up now? You know what I mean? So that was a really good reading. I'll make sure that it gets uploaded. I'm going to make sure that, all right, somebody else has said something before I get off. You say you talk to your ancestors more, Dirty D? October Scorpios are way more laid back than November Scorpios. And I think it's because you guys are like Libra Scorpio cuspers, and Libras you know, in general, don't really like to argue and stuff. Whereas a November Scorpio would be like, rah. Like, what? I think cheating is dirty too, Pringles. My thing is tell me. You know what I mean? Like, all right, am I missing anything? Did I miss any other comments? I just love you guys so much. You guys just bring such good energy. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Because Mama was feeling kind of bad, honey. I will never drink wine again. Okay? Okay. Chastity says, or what was it? Sunny Hose. That's what it was. Something about a pie. And I got to meet this Ape, or whatever the hell his name is, honey, because she love her some him. She does. All right, Sweetney said, regarding her friend Grace, is she still in love with Carla? Is Grace still in love with Carla? Grace and Carla. Cancer could be significant. I don't know who's a Cancer, but a Cancer could be significant. Somebody could also have locks, like baby locks. You got a Cancer, you have a Gemini, and then you have Seven of Swords. And then you have King of Wands at the bottom of the deck. Hold on for a minute. Oh, okay. That's a those things called an Amazon package. Let me read. Let me get some more. Another card here. I'll use oracles. Okay, Grace and Carla. Somebody doesn't have any money. Okay, so whatever relationship this was, it was transactional. All right, because when I shuffled the first deck, a card that came out, but it didn't fall out, was Six of Pentacles. So this was a very transactional relationship. So somebody could have been given to the other, financing the other in some type of way, shape, form, or fashion. Somebody could have only have been dealing with somebody because, you know, they were nice with the money or they were nice with the gifts and everything. So this will be a situation where, you know, somebody only comes around when they need something. And then after they've gotten what they need, and then they ghost, then they're out. They're done. So they'll leave somebody on red. And when you ask them, well, how come I called you? Why, you know, da 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 da. You know, they could say, oh, I've been working, or I've been, you know, doing this. Somebody basically is focused on their career, focused on their professional goals right now. So I don't think that love really plays a priority in somebody's life. But if, you know, somebody is coming around, it's only because they need something. And then once they've gotten what they need, then they're done. All right. Let's see. You saw I was right the last time. He's a trans man. Okay, let's see. All right, don't call me the boss. I know who the boss is. I ain't give a motherfucking nothing. Not me. Carla is her boss. Okay. Well, Carla is basically, she'll deal with Carla to like maybe get favorable hours on the, I'm just throwing this out here. But there's a reason why Carla being her boss is one of the main reasons why she's still dealing with Carla. I'm going to say that. Okay. I don't think it's so much because, you know, she's just in love and she can't live without the chick. I think it's more so like, you know, Carla lets her get away with things, or, Carla may be a little bit more lenient on her, and everything because they are dealing with one another. So, yeah, I would say that. You said auntie on point. Hey, Michael Christopher. She's more lenient. Yeah, that's what yeah. So somebody is sleeping with, I did, what was it? The office flirt, office romance. Yeah. I said somebody sucks their way to the top. No pun intended. The Virgo is a bopper. Virgos be something else. Okay. Virgos. I've not met a Virgo that wasn't entertaining more than one person. The women and the men. All right. Hey, Michael Christopher. Virgos are, but one thing about a Virgo, though, I have to give Virgos their flowers about this. Virgos are the go-get-it sign. Y'all are the go-get-it sign. Okay. Virgos and Pisces make really good matches because both of those signs are some drinkers. I have yet to meet a Pisces that wasn't a drinker. I have yet to meet a Virgo that was not a drinker. Now, they may not drink anymore, but they drank, okay? Virgos are the sign that say, you having a conversation, you like, you know what? I should start a business doing X, Y, and Z. Shit, the Virgo is going to go home and do all the research on X, Y, and Z. And before you know it, the Virgo is going to have that business. Okay? Virgos are some go-getters. They are. Y'all do tend to be a little materialistic, but y'all are some go-getters. He said, I fell out of the sky yesterday, but we don't need the bread. I had a Virgo before. I did in my younger years. Okay. Star Seed Soldiers, I ain't mad at you, baby. I had a Virgo before. I did. And I remember I came to his house after the bar and I knocked on the window because I about knew he had a woman in there because y'all can't get divorced now. Who is that? I said, yeah, Joe, who is that? Open up the fucking door. And he said, oh, no, I ain't opening up the door. And he lived in an apartment, right? And so, like one of those apartments that have like the patio, like the sliding glass doors, the patios. I told him, I said, nigga, if you don't open up this door, the next time I get out my car, I'm going to be standing in your living room. I didn't do a pay. Okay, I did whatever. All right. A pay's current feelings. We was just talking about you, son. Hold on for a minute. And to this day, that Virgo and his family love me. Love me. What is a pay's feelings towards you? I have Empress, Ace of Cups. Okay, so he could be looking at you like you're the one. He could also be somebody could be with child as well. Somebody has dimples. They have cute little dimples. Possibly like a wide set nose, but cute little dimples. Also, if you are trying to get pregnant, thinking that that's going to make him act right or sit still, I wouldn't do that. Now, if this is not you, there's somebody that's pregnant. Like maybe 5, 6 months, visibly pregnant. August 16th could be significant. January 3rd could be significant. March 16th, March 8th, March 1st, January 3rd, January 16th, January 8th. Could be significant. All right. Let me see. Somebody could be pregnant. Somebody could be planning on getting married, moving into a home with someone. So I don't know if this is you or if this is a pie or Ape, whatever his name is. So if you've not heard from him, that could be what's going on. But let me just pull another one just to make sure. No, honey. Somebody is making plans to move in with somebody. Somebody has made some type of declaration of love because somebody is pregnant. Somebody could be preparing to marry somebody, or somebody has found out that they are the child, the father of a child. And as a result now, somebody is also older. So this could be a younger woman, older man. Yeah. Now, this is not you. You could be finding this out. That's the reason why. So if you've not heard from this person, and you know, which I think the last time you asked me you hadn't heard from them and everything, then oh, well, thank you. I'm glad it's resonating. And I thank you for the confirmation, because sometimes I see stuff and I'm like, is that, like, am I seeing that right, or is that real? Like, no, you know, sometimes shit is just like so incredible that, you know, so it's good when people can confirm, you know, that what I'm seeing is actually what it is. But if you've not heard from this person is setting up house with somebody else. Also, I don't know what part of the world you're in, but this could also be a situation where, because of some type of war or whatever, like people, so say, you know, say this is you have, you know, family members who live in that region, like in Palestine, you know, the Middle East. People will be, you know, like fleeing or be displaced. And so, you know, like people are going to have to go and stay with relatives and things like that. So you could see like an influx of refugees or immigrants into your country or whatever as a result. So I don't know if this pertains to you. Like maybe, you know, some family members are going to have to come and stay with you and everything, or come and move in because of whatever's going on. Iran is definitely significant. Sun card with this red flag. And they say in Iran, when it's time for war, that's the flag that they raise. Somebody's going to have to either hide someone or allow somebody's son or brother to come and stay with them. Somebody, yeah. Go stay with family members and everything until a situation is done, until, you know, the conflict is over or whatever. But I am getting, if you've not heard from your guy, that's because he's setting up house. He's planning on people moving in, or he could be preparing for a baby or marriage. All right. All right, guys. I love you all. Thank you so much for joining me. Have a happy Saturday. I'll be on later on tonight to do another reading. All right, before I go, what's the next reading that I should do? You all tell me. So I've done Scorpio, Virgo, Taurus, Sagittarius, and Pisces. So what sign should I do? Something is telling me Gemini. So I don't know. Does anybody have any suggestions before I go? All right, going once, going twice. All right, so I'll probably do Gemini when I come back this evening. So make sure to check me out when I go live again. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share the content, as it may not pertain to you, but could pertain to somebody that you know. And until the next time, this is, you said Gemini? Okay. Hey, Sharon, what is it? Sharon Belial. I got you. It's going to be Gemini. And as soon as I get off of here, I'm going to figure out why the Virgo reading is not playing. So you said shivers again, freaky. Mom and son are Gemini. Okay, someone just said Gemini, so I'm gonna do Gemini. So look for me, look for me later on this evening. Don't forget to make sure that you hit the notification bell, and I will see you all later. Bye.